Okay, so in last class we were discussing pointer. Pointer is actually okay. So pointer is a variable that represent the location of another variable. Means pointer is just a variable which store the address of another variable. When we declare a variable, the address of that variable will store your pointer variable. Okay. In memory, every stored data item occupy one or more continuous memory cell. It's depend on what is the data type of your variable. How many this cell of memory will depend on your data type. If your data type is character, it will occupy how many memory cell? Depend on size. Characters data type is 1 byte, so it will store in one memory cell. Integer, as you know, integer size is 2 bytes. Then it will require 2 memory cell. Double as some size. So that size, so the memory location is depend on your data type. What is your data type? It will store in your memory. So according to your data type, the memory cell will allocate. Whenever we declare a variable, the system allocates memory location to hold the value of that variable. Okay, we will discuss this point in next slide. Like this, here we declared one variable name xyz. So when we declared a variable, our system allocate some memory space in memory. This is your memory where your variable will store, or everything in your computer or mobile system is stored in memory. So when you declared a variable xyz, it will allocate in this memory space. The data type of this variable is integer, so integer required 2 memory cell, so it will occupy this 2 memory cell. Okay, and the value of this variable is 50. So the value, what is the value of xyz, will store in this location. Here will you store it, your name, variable name is xyz, integer, so we require 2 cell and the value is 50. Okay, and each memory cell has some address. Address start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the address of this variable xyz is 2 and 3. At this memory location, your variable is stored. Okay, so so this statement instructs the compiler to locate a location for your integer variable xyz. Xyz integer variable, and will instruct your compiler to locate and put 50 into that location. Here xyz is your variable name, 50 is the value, and this is the address where your actual variable is located. Okay. During execution of the program, the system always associate the name what you declared. Here we declared xyz and the address where your variable is residing in memory. The value is 50 as you assigned xyz equals to 50, and the address is xyz, which is located this some memory address. Here it is 1380. Since memory address are simply number, as we seen 0 to 1 2 3 4 5, they can be assigned to some variable. Here as you as seen, this is a suppose memory, and each memory has some address 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this number we can store in another variable. That variable which stored this address is called pointer. So since the memory address are simply numbers, as you can see 0 1 2 3 4 5, they can be assigned to some variable which can stored in memory. So which variable which stored this memory address is called pointer. So such variable that hold memory addresses, this is the memory addresses, are called the pointer. So pointer is a variable which hold the memory addresses of another value. Here your variable is stored, suppose xyz is stored in this memory location 2, and what is the value of that variable is 50. Okay, since a pointer is a variable, it is value is stored in some memory location. So when we assign this pointer to this addresses, it also will residing in some another location in your memory. This is the simple meaning of pointer. So here, suppose we are assigning address of xyz to variable p. Variable p is a pointer. P is said to point to variable xyz. Here our xyz is a variable which value is 50 we assigned, and the address where your variable is residing is 1380, and another variable p which is also some values, which the value is always will be address of another variable. It is 1380, which is address of which variable xyz, because your xyz is residing at this address. So it is the holding of the address of another variable. So you can say this variable p is pointing to this variable xyz. Because this variable is pointing to another variable, we call it pointer, which is pointing. Okay, and this pointer is stored at this memory address 2545. The random value assigned by your compiler where its variable is locating. Okay, so how we can assign the address of another variable is p is pointer variable equals to ampersand variable name. When you write ampersand of any variable name, it return you address. So ampersand xyz means the address of xyz, which is 1380. When you write ampersand in front of any variable, it will locate you address. So xyz ampersand means the address of xyz. What is the address of xyz? 1380. Okay. Variable name, memory location, values. Here
सर
हाँ बोलो
सर ये एम% से थोड़ी पॉइंटर तो वो स्टार से होता है ना.
एक्चुअली मैं बता रहा हूँ बेटा, ये जो m% है, जब आप किसी वेरिएबल के सामने m% लिखते हो तो वो उसका एड्रेस आपको रिटर्न करता है. xyz का एड्रेस क्या है? अब देखिए स्क्रीन पे xyz का एड्रेस दिख रहा है आपको?
हाँ सर.
क्या है?
1380.
हाँ, तो एक्चुअल में ये बता रहा है कि इसकी वैल्यू क्या है? 1380. ठीक है, इसने क्या रिटर्न किया? उसका एड्रेस. वही तो हम p में स्टोर कर रहे हैं. p की वैल्यू क्या है? 1380. p इक्वल्स टू 1380. और हम बताते हैं एम% कहाँ यूज होगा, अभी बता रहे हैं. ठीक है, होल्ड ऑन. ठीक है, एम% मीन्स एड्रेस. ठीक है, जैसे आपने आपका एक वेरिएबल नेम है, आपने वेरिएबल का नेम दिया x, इसकी वैल्यू 32, और आपका ये जो वेरिएबल स्टोर्ड है वो है, उसकी मेमोरी एड्रेस क्या है? 1024. ओके, इस टाइप का स्ट्रक्चर होता है आपको. जैसे आप वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करते हैं x, सपोज आपने वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर किया इंट x, मींस x इज एन इंटीजर वेरिएबल, वैल्यू ऑफ द वेरिएबल यू गिव 32, and at which location your variable is stored in memory is 1024. This value is assigned by compiler. आपको इस बारे में ज्यादा सोचना नहीं है कि इसकी मेमोरी एड्रेस क्या है, वो आपको कंपाइलर असाइन कर रहा है. ठीक है, जैसे आप किसी होटल में गए तो कौन सा रूम नंबर मिलेगा ये आपको डिसाइड नहीं करना, वो होटल वाला के पास जो रूम वैकेंट होगा वो आपको लोकेट कर देगा। ठीक है, तो ये जो मेमोरी एड्रेस है ये डिपेंड करता है कंपाइलर आपको कौन सा एड्रेस असाइन कर रहा है। ठीक है, इसकी वैल्यू आप इनिशियलाइज नहीं कर सकते। हमने एक्स की वैल्यू 32 इनिशियलाइज की, एक्स की वैल्यू 32 है, सपोज एक्स आपकी एज है, एज इज 30, योर एज इज 32, बट आपकी एज किस मेमोरी में किस लोकेशन पे स्टोर होगी ये आपका काम नहीं। आप जस्ट आप अपने कंप्यूटर में सपोज आपको मूवी स्टोर करना था, आप जस्ट ड्राइव स्टोर करते हो कि इस ड्राइव में इस फोल्डर में मेमोरी स्टोर है, बट एक्चुअल में मेमोरी के किस पार्टीशन में आपकी मूवी या फाइल स्टोर है वो आपका काम नहीं है, वो कंप्यूटर का काम है, कंप्यूटर आपको असाइन कर देगा। ओके, सो द वैल्यू of address is assigned by compiler. So a pointer is just a C variable whose value is address of another variable. Means always your pointer will store address of another variable. This is the declaration how we declare a pointer. First data type, then followed by pointer name with asterisk. Asterisk is showing this variable ptr is a pointer. When you declare a variable and this variable, front of this variable you set asterisk, means this is a pointer variable, and this is the data type. Int asterisk ptr means this is a pointer variable which points to integer value only. Okay, means which kind of value your pointer will point, which is integer. You cannot point another other value, means you cannot point float value by this ptr variable. You cannot point in character value using this ptr variable because the type of this pointer is integer. You can only point integer kind of value using this pointer. Okay, so here you can see the example. If you have doubt you can ask. Okay, any of you doubt you can ask. Unmute your mic and speak. Okay, so this is the simple program. Here we declare int x, means x is a variable which type is integer, and then in second line I am declaring int asterisk p. Asterisk p means p is a pointer which is pointer, and data type is integer, means this pointer can point to integer value. In the next line, third line, p equals to ampersand x. Ampersand x means x, what is the address of x? What is the address of x? We will assigning to this variable p, which is pointer. Means now your variable p, which is pointer, is pointing to variable x. Okay, so here बोलो कोई, किसी को डाउट है? किसी ने बोला अभी बीच में? नहीं, तो अपने माइक को म्यूट कर दीजिए, आपको कोई डाउट नहीं है तो। बीच में नॉइस क्रिएट हो रही है, आप जिसका भी माइक ऑन है उसको म्यूट कर दीजिए। Again you can see here I declared a variable x which is integer. Okay, and another variable xp. Front of xp I just write asterisk, means it is a pointer variable which is pointing to integer value, and in this line I just write xp, this is a pointer, equals to ampersand x, means ampersand x means the address of x. So here xp equals to address of x, means this xp pointer is now pointing to variable x. Okay, again see, when you declare x variable is created, and the value of x you are assigning. Suppose you are writing x equals to 32. So this 32 value will store in this location, and address of this location is 1024, and you write, when you write x equals to ampersand x, then what is the value of address of x equals to 1024. So 1024 will be the value of xp. Okay, so you can say this xp is pointing to this variable x, or this address x, address of x. Is it clear? To see one example, in the C program, the first line is include some header files. Here I had include first header file is studio.h. Then your main function, main curly braces open, your variable, list of your variable. My first variable is int a. Int a means a is a integer variable. Then float b comma c means I am declaring two variable b and c, which is type is float. In the next line I declare double d. D is a variable name, type is double, and in the next line char ch. Ch means the variable name and variable data type is character. Okay, so here I declared 1 2 3 4 5 different variable of different data type. Okay, so this is a simple declaration part of variable. After declaring, initialize this variable by some values. Here I initialize a with 10, means the value of a will be 10, b with 2.5, which is float value, c equals to 12.36, d equals to 1 2 3 4 5 5.66 is double, and ch is, which is a character variable, equals to character a. When you declare any character or string in single quote, okay, then simple I am just printing the value of this variable. Printf, which is the function for printing the message, in double quote %d. When you write the %d means it's a decimal value, and after it is pointing to a. So what is the value of a? It will print here. What is the value of a? Which is 10. So 10 is stored in location %u. Next %u means %a. %a means the address of a, where a is stored. It will print. So what will be our output? %d means value of a, which is 10. 10 is stored in location this. What is the address of where a is stored? Okay. In the next line, %f, which is float value. So value of b. What is the value of b? Which is 2.5. So 2.5 is stored in location %u, address of b, where b is stored in memory. The next line, %f. What is the value of %f? Will be this value of c. C is 12.36 is stored in location. What is the address of c? %c. In the next line, %ld means long double, value of d. D value is 1 2 3 4 5.66 is stored in location, address of this variable d, where d is stored in our memory. The next line, %c, which is ch, value of ch is a. A is stored in location %u. %u means the address of ch variable. So let's see what is the output of this program. It's a very simple program. So 10 is stored in location, where my compiler allocate address of this variable a. A is stored at this location. B is located at this location. This variable C is located this way, this address, and D is located this address. This is a simple address. And variable A, variable CH, which is stored at this location. So this program is give you the address of all the variable and value of all the variable. Okay. If you have any doubt, Till this point, you can ask. Till this point, if do you have any doubt, you can ask, or everything is clear.
सर डबल ये कौन सा डेटा टाइप है?
आप लोगों ने फर्स्ट ईयर में पढ़ा होगा, डिफरेंट डेटा टाइप्स होते हैं. कैरेक्टर आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है, साइंड कैरेक्टर, इनसाइंड कैरेक्टर पढ़े होंगे, डबल, लॉन्ग डबल, डबल. फ्लोट जो है, फ्लोट का साइज क्या होता है? फ्लोट वेरिएबल का साइज क्या होता है? वो आप लोगों को फर्स्ट ईयर वापस आगे पढ़ना पड़ेगा. फर्स्ट ईयर वापस आएगा ना, बुक पढ़नी पड़ेगी वापस सबको. ईच ये सब वेरिएबल टाइप है. फ्लोट डबल जो है उसका, फ्लोट जो वेरिएबल है उसका डबल साइज होता है. जैसे आपका फ्लोट का साइज 4
बाइट होती है सर फ्लोट की.
It can store larger values compared to float value. When you require to store the larger value, then you have to declare the double type of variable. Okay, is it clear?
परसेंटेज यू क्या होता है, एक बार दोबारा से बताओ.
क्या बेटा?
परसेंटेज यू को दोबारा से बताओ, क्यों क्या काम होता है?
परसेंट यू मीन्स अनसाइंड वैल्यू. देखिए, जो आपका एड्रेस होगा वो ऑलवेज क्या होगा? पॉजिटिव इंटीजर होगा. जैसे आपने देखा, जो आपका मेमोरी है, एड्रेस कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है? 0 1 2 3 अप टू द लास्ट बिट. ऑलवेज क्या होगा? ये पॉजिटिव नंबर होगा. निगेटिव में तो नहीं होगा ना, -1, -2, -3. ऑलवेज आपका एड्रेस क्या होगा? पॉजिटिव इंटीजर नंबर. तो जब भी हम पॉजिटिव इंटीजर की बात करते हैं तो यूज करते हैं परसेंट यू, मीन्स अनसाइंड इंटीजर. अनसाइंड इंटीजर, ठीक है. अनसाइंड का यू है ये. साइंड इंटीजर मीन्स नेगेटिव वैल्यूज भी इसमें इंक्लूड होती है. जब अनसाइंड की बात करते हैं तो ओनली पॉजिटिव इंटीजर नंबर होते हैं. ओके, और हम अनसाइंड इसलिए यूज करते हैं कि एड्रेस कभी भी नेगेटिव नंबर नहीं होता है. ओके, किसी और को कोई डाउट है? ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. नेक्स्ट पहुंचते हैं हम. पॉइंटर डिक्लेरेशन. पॉइंटर डिक्लेरेशन before we use the pointer, we have to declare pointer as the symbol we used for the variable. Before we use the variable, we have to declare it. So pointer also we have to follow the same for the pointer. What is the general form or the syntax for declaring the pointer is data type, means which kind of data your pointer is going to point. Type of that variable. Asterisk means that it is pointer and variable name of your pointer. Okay, so pointer name, this is point. ठीक है. Where you declare the integer pointer means it can point only integer value. When you declare float, it can point only float value. Character means only character value your pointer can point. Okay, the first line you can see here, asterisk tell that variable pointer name is pointer variable. When you write the asterisk means it's the pointer name need to memory location. Your pointer variable is also residing in your memory. Okay, it's also required some memory space. And the next is pointer name points to variable type of its data type. Here, as I say, the data type will be the pointer type, means which kind of variable you're going to point. You can see int asterisk count. So count variable will point only integer variable. Float asterisk speed means speed pointer variable will point only float value. Once a pointer variable has been declared, it can be made to point a variable using assigned statement like this. Okay, how I can assigning p equals to asterisk p equals to ampersand xyz. Is the value of xyz, address of the xyz variable. How we can initialize your pointer name, which is p equals to address of variable which you are going to point. Here I am going to point variable xyz, so I will write p equals to address of xyz. Suppose I want to point variable a, so I will what I will write, p equals to ampersand a. Okay, this is called the pointer initialization. How you can initialize your pointer variable. Here one more example of pointer for clear the concept of pointer. Include your header files, main function. Here I declared two variable x and y. Both are integer type. The next line, विशाल सिंह बोलिए, विशाल कोई डाउट है? ठीक है. In the next line I declared a pointer variable which name is ptr. Asterisk means the pointer and it's pointing to integer value. Here I initialize rx with 10. The next line I initialize pointer ptr equals to %x, means this pointer variable is pointing to x. देखिए, I have two variable x and y. ठीक है. Suppose x is stored at memory location 100 and y is allocated memory location 200. Just consider. ठीक है. X and y two variable type integer and the address of x is 100 and the address of y is 200. And in the next line I declare another variable ptr. Suppose just consider it is located at 300 memory location. Okay, and it's pointer variable. Okay, asterisk means pointer variable. The next line I initialize x with 10, means the value of x will be 10 stored here. In the next line ptr equals to address of a. Address of a is 100. So 100 value of ptr will be 100. ptr equals to address of x, which is 100. In the next line y equals to asterisk ptr. It's a very important. Asterisk ptr means the pointing value of ptr. ptr is pointing this variable x, and what is the value of x, which is 10. So y equals to asterisk ptr means the pointing value of this ptr variable, which is 10. So y equals to 10. Again I am repeating what is the meaning of this line here. Y equals to asterisk ptr. Asterisk ptr means the pointing value of pointer. ptr is pointing x, and what is the value of x, which is 10. So y equals to 10. Okay, I stored 10. The first printf line, %d. %d means x. What is the value of x? 10. So 10 is stored in memory location %u. %u means the %x, which is address of x. What is the address of x? 100. 100 will print. So 10 is stored in memory location 100. Next line, printf %d. %d means this statement. Asterisk %x. %x means address, which is 100. Asterisk means the value. Always asterisk means hota hai value. So what is the value of %x? %x is 100 and the value of 100 is 10. So it will print 10 is stored in location %u, which is address of x. What is the address of x? 100. So here it will be 100. Next line, %d, which is point asterisk ptr. Asterisk ptr means the pointing value of ptr. ptr is pointing to which value? X, which is 10. It will print 10 is stored in location %u, which is ptr. ptr, what is the value of ptr? Which is 100. Value of ptr 100. The next line, %d. Y, what is the value of y? Which is 10. 10 is stored in location %u. Again, try to understand. ptr asterisk means the pointing value of ptr, which is 10, and the address of ampersand means address. what is the address of this value, which is 100. So again 100 will print here. Again PTR asterisk means pointing value of PTR, which is pointing to this value x, and the ampersand means the address. What is the address of this 100? So 100 will print. 10 is stored in location 100. Next line, percent u. Percent u is PTR. What is the value of PTR? 100. So 100 is stored in location percent u. Percent u means ampersand PTR. PTR address. Address of PTR is 300. So 300 will print here. The next line, percent D, which is y. So what is the value of y? Which is 10. So 10 is stored in location percent u. Address y. What is the address of y? This is 200. So 200 will be printed here. Okay. Is it clear to this point? If any one of you doubt, you can ask. Everything is clear? So let's move. In the next line of our program, asterisk PTR equals to 25. Asterisk PTR equals to 25. What is the meaning of this? I am assigning this 25 to this value. PTR asterisk means pointing value of PTR. PTR is pointing to this equals to 25. So I am writing here 25. This is a new value of x is 25. So printf new x equals to percent d. Percent d means x. What is the value of x now? Is 25. So 25 will print. Okay. Is it okay? Is it okay to all of you?
Yes.
Okay. किसी को डाउट है? लाउडली थोड़ा सुनाई नहीं दे क्या बोल रहे? रिपीट करना है?
हाँ सर रिपीट कर दो लास्ट वाला.
ओके. लास्ट वाला ये वाला ना? कि सारा?
नहीं सर लास्ट वाली. ठीक है वाली वैल्यू.
देखिए क्या है, जब भी हम किसी पॉइंटर के आगे एस्ट्रिक्स लगाते हैं, जैसे आपका पीटीआर पॉइंटर वेरिएबल है, हमने उसके आगे एस्ट्रिक्स लगा दिया, मीन्स ये बोल रहा है कि वो किसको पॉइंट कर रहा है. पीटीआर आपका वेरिएबल है, अब एस्ट्रिक्स लगा दिया तो किसको पॉइंट कर रहा है? पीटीआर किसको पॉइंट कर रहा है अभी? एक्स को. तो एक्स की क्या वैल्यू है? एक्स की वैल्यू 10 है. ओके. तो हम 10 को बोल रहे हैं कि 25 से रिप्लेस कर दो. इसकी वैल्यू को 25 से रिप्लेस कर दिया. जो भी इसकी वैल्यू है, जैसे हम लिखते हैं कि एक्स सॉरी कोई अदर वेरिएबल लेते हैं, हमने से लिखा कि क्यू एक वेरिएबल है, इक्वल्स टू हमने लिखा 90. मीन्स क्या बोलते हैं 90 हम इसमें स्टोर करते हैं एक्स में. क्या बोलते हैं कि जो भी वैल्यू क्यू की है उसको 90 से रिप्लेस कर दो. ओके. तो हमने यहाँ क्या किया 10 को रिप्लेस कर दिया 25 से. ओके. किसी और को डाउट है? ठीक है, मूव करते हैं. Screen is visible to all of you. Okay. Okay, so the next topic is pointer to a structure in C. We have already learned that a pointer is a variable which point to address of another variable. Always your pointer is points to address of another variable. If your variable is integer, then your pointer is integer data type, character, then character, float. Similarly, if you are going to point a structure, then your pointer type is also should be a structure type, because your structure is also data type. Okay, so we can have a pointer to structure. Here a pointer variable can point to address of a structure variable. Here is now start with this example. What I want to say here, when you are going to point an integer value, your pointer should be integer type. If you are going to point a character value, your pointer type should be character. Same here, if you are going to point a structure variable, your pointer should be a structure type. Okay, so in this example, I declared a structure dog. Dog is my structure name, and there is some member variable of this dog. First is member variable is name of dog is character type, and the length is 10, maximum length is 10. The next member variable is breed, which is character, again size is 10. Third member variable is age of dog, which is actually integer. The last, what is the color of dog, which is also a character, maximum length is 10. Okay, and curly braces close, semicolon. This is a simple declaration of your structure, as you remember last class. Okay, how you declare a structure. Struct is the keyword, then your structure name, and assign the list of your member variable. Or what are the attribute of this dog? What are the attribute of dogs? Dog name, dog breeds, dog age, and dog color. Okay. Then in the next line, I declared a variable of this structure type. Spike is my variable name, and the data type of this spike variable is struct dog. Okay, struct dog is a data type, and spike is your variable name. Okay, after declaring this variable, one minute. This is your structure. The first column you will store name of dog, which is 20 bytes. Breed of dog, which is also 20 bytes. Age of dog, which is integer, so what the size of integer is 2 bytes. And the next, color of dog, which is also 10 bytes. Okay, so this is simple structure of your dog.
breed with a 10.
What? क्या बोला बेटा? Breed
और breed के size 20 की होगी.
मैक्सिमम लेंथ अब ब्रीड को कितने कैरेक्टर लेंथ हो सकती है ब्रीड की? वो सॉरी 10 है, ये सॉरी 10 है. ओके,
हाँ सर, 10 डिक्लेयर कर रखा है.
ठीक. ओके, name maximum length is 10 character, breed is also 10 character, age is 2 bytes, and color is also 10. Okay, so dog is your structure, and this is your structure name, breed, age, and color. So when you declare this is the declaration of variable spike. Spike is your variable. Okay, so now spike is your variable type struct, means is pointing to this. Okay, and the next line, this line, I declared a pointer variable whose type is struct dog, means this pointer variable can point this struct dog data type. Is the same as int asterisk ptr. Here ptr is a variable name, asterisk means is the pointer, and integer means the data type which your pointer is pointing. In the same way, PTR dog means is the data type, your pointer name. Asterisk means is a pointer. It is pointing to this kind of data type. Okay. In this line, next line here, PTR dog equals to address or ampersand spike. Means now I am in 1 minute. PTR dog. Here we declare a PTR dog a variable. Okay. Now initialize your pointer variable with address of spike. So suppose your spike is located memory address 100. Then the memory address of value of PTR dog will be 100. And suppose it's locating at 200 memory address. Any memory allocation can be give. Okay. Is it clear to this point? Till this point? Again, I am repeating. In this the structure declaration, your variable declaration, which is structure, and in the next line, I am declaring a pointer type structure, dog structure, and in this line, I am initializing my pointer. Now, how you can access member using pointer? Members means member variable of your structure. In simple structure, we are accessing a member variable using dot operator. Okay. Now there is a two method to access your member variable using pointer. There are two ways to accessing member of structure using pointer. First one is using indirection, asterisk operator and dot operator. The second method, we can access our member variable using arrow operator. Okay, so start with the first, using indirection operator and dot operator. How we can access? So here your pointer what is your pointer name is? It is gone. This spike, your pointer PTR dog is your pointer name, which is pointing to spike. Here I initialize. So how I can access this member variable using this PTR dog? Using spike, we can easily access. Like I want to access this name, then I will write spike dot name. Okay, then I can assign some name of dog. Okay, then I want to initialize the age of this dog, then I will write spike dot age equals to age is dog. What is the age of dog? Okay, now how can I initialize this pointer variable with this all member variable? Okay, so there is two method. First one using indirection operator or dot operator. So let's see, your pointer name is PTR dot name underscore dog dot name. Using this, you can initialize your name or access your name. Okay, or you can initialize age using PTR dog dot age. What is your age? Okay, dog. So there is one method how we can initialize our member variable. Here PTR dog dot name, refer your dog name and age. Okay. The second method is using arrow operator. Using a arrow operator, how we can initialize? Just write your pointer name, arrow, name of dog. PTR underscore dog means your pointer name, arrow operator, your breed. Okay, so there is a two method. So there is a two method. So there is two method. First is using indirection operator, dot operator, or the second method, arrow operator. Just write your pointer name, arrow, your name. This name of dog, name of breed. Okay. So let's go to our example. With the example, it's more clear. Start your include your header file, declare your structure, main function, initialize your dog. Struct dog is the data type. My dog is your variable name equals to type. Type means type will go and store. Type is the first member variable, then it will be the name. Bulldog will be the breed of your dog. 5 will be the age of your dog, and the white will be the color of your dog. So you initialize your my dog data type with these values. In the next line, I declare a pointer variable ptr dog, and then I initialize this ptr dog pointer variable with this variable my dog. Okay. Now I'm simply how I'm accessing this member variable. Printf my dog percent s means string value, and ptr dog arrow operator name means this. What is your name of dog? Is toy. What is the name you have given? In the next line, dog so percent s means the breed. What is the breed of your dog? Which is bulldog. The next is percent d means the age. What is the age of your dog? Which is you assigned 5 year. In the next line, you will print color. Dog's color is white. Okay. This is simple using pointer how we can access our structure. If you have any doubt, you can ask. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, write P in chat. P in chat.
सर पीडीएफ कब सेंड करोगे?
आज कर देंगे बेटा. आज नहीं, कल की क्लास के बाद. कल एक और टॉपिक बाकी है आपका फंक्शन. उसके बाद आपकी फर्स्ट यूनिट कंप्लीट है. उसके बाद आपको कल पीडीएफ सेंड करेंगे. ठीक है. और आपको चैट में पी तभी लिखना है जब बोला जाए. पहले से पी नहीं लिखना, वो कंसीडर नहीं होगा. कुछ लोग क्लास ज्वाइन करते हैं पी लिख देते हैं. ठीक है. वो पी कंसीडर नहीं होगा. आपको जब बोला जाए तभी पी लिखना है अटेंडेंस में. जिसने पहले लिखा वो डबल से लिख दीजिए, अदरवाइज अटेंडेंस काउंट नहीं होगी. लास्ट क्लास में कुछ लोगों ने किया था, उसकी अटेंडेंस काउंट नहीं होगी. आपको पी तभी लिखना है जब बोला जाए. ठीक है. किसी को डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हैं, अदरवाइज क्लास एंड करते हैं.
ओके सर.
So now I'm closing this meeting. Bye.